is one of my classmates' pieces for the Cocoon project. So what are the predominant colors? White and red are the first colors that pop out to me, and then there is a little bit of green in the yarn and in the stems as well. What is the first thing I see? I would say my eye is immediately drawn towards the middle of the piece, towards where they all crisscross. Okay, how is it organized? So it's obviously in this circular formation. There's a lot of repetition going on. It feels pretty balanced to me, although, you know, the one on the very top feels off center to me, so that kind of adds a little bit of interest. It makes me wonder if it was intentional or not. The choice of materials is interesting because it makes the piece feel very fragile to me. So that is definitely affecting the mood. Like the flowers, they're gonna die, they're gonna fall apart. The yarn feels like it's kind of supposed to be holding the whole thing together, but it's not really doing a great job. So the whole thing feels very fragile, which is interesting. Okay, how accessible is the work? It's very accessible, I think, depending on how it would be displayed, but I think that, you know, anybody could really be able to view this and understand it. Does the work contain symbols? I'm not sure, but it would be interesting to hear if the roses were symbolic for something, because in our culture they're very symbolic for love and relationships. So, you know, whether that was intentional or not, it did make me think a little bit, which is interesting. Okay, have my thoughts or feelings changed about this work? I'd say yes. I do have an appreciation for it, whereas at first I was a little bit confused, but it does make me think a little bit, which is good. The only thing that I would really say feels missing in this piece is I feel like there needs to be something in the center, because that is the first thing that I see, and it feels a little bit bare, but that's just my personal opinion. Does this piece communicate an idea, feeling, or principle? I think it could. Like, I came up with a feeling that it gave me something about love, something about relationships, and it being fragile. That's interesting, whether or not they meant it to be that way. Do I feel like it's a fully formed message yet? Not quite. And it could be pushed further if that was wanted by the artist. But yeah, I think overall it is an effective piece.